So I was gonna be down for the night, recording videos, recording shorts. Just did a video on Masvidal after waiting until like 6 o'clock until a shred of interesting MMA news comes across, and then I run into this article. Um, Today I did a video about my opinion on the election and that, and like if that interests you, you can go watch this. But apparently, the Russian government, as you can see, is suing Google for not 20 million, not 20 billion, not even 20 trillion, 20 decillion dollars. That is how many zeros? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20, 20. Wait, hold on. I need to make sure. No. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 34 zeros. That is 34 zeros right there. Like, well, let's read the article and then I'll give my opinion on this. So, U.S. tech giant Google has closed up shop in Russia, but that hasn't stopped a court from leveling it with a fine greater than all wealth in the world, a figure that is growing every day. The fine imposed after certain channels were blocked on YouTube, which Google owns, has reached more than 2 undecillion rubles. Russian business newspaper RBC reported this week. That's about 20 decillion. A 2 followed by 34 zeros, as I just did in the beginning of this video. The fine is significantly more than the combined total global net wealth of $477 trillion, according to the Boston Consulting Group, and the worldwide gross domestic product last year of about 105 trillion, according to the World Bank. Google's parent company, Alphabet, one of the 5 most valuable companies in the world, is valued at about 2 trillion. The fine is about 10 billion trillion times the company's value. 10 billion trillion. That is a number that a fucking 5-year-old throws out of nowhere. Like, in a case of verbal asymmetry, the penalty could soon be reached. Google A1, followed by 100 zeros. The mathematical term that inspired the name of the search engine. Dmitry Peskov, the press secretary for Russian President Vladimir Putin, told reporters Thursday that the figure was symbolic and should be a reason for Google to pay attention to the Moscow Arbitration Court's order to restore access to the YouTube channels. Like, these guys invaded Ukraine, right? I think this might be one of the most insane moves a country has ever taken. It's gotta be, right? I actually can't even pronounce the number, Peskov said. Rather, this sum is filled with symbolism. These demands demonstrate the essence of our channel's grievances against Google. Google did not respond to a request for comment. The sum grew so large because the fine increases with time in non-compliance with no upper limit. The order was made after 17 blocked channels joined a lawsuit against Google's American, Irish, and Russian-based companies. According to RBC, the lawsuit predates Russia's invasion of Ukraine and was initiated in 2020. Dude. So apparently this has nothing to do with what's going on around Russia and Ukraine and that. By a channel that YouTube blocked to comply with U.S. sanctions. But the invasion escalated hostilities between Russian authorities and Western social media platforms. Google's Russian subsidiary filed for bankruptcy in 2022 after its assets were seized in response to fines. YouTube and other platforms blocked some Russian media to viewers outside of the country in response to the Ukraine war. The platform banned more than 3,000 channels this year linked to pro-invasion voices, including Russian celebrities, according to Google threat analysis groups. Russia's media regulator and censor, Roskomnadzor, has repeatedly ordered Google to unblock particular YouTube accounts. Roskomnadzor has also fined Google for failing to remove YouTube content such as videos uploaded by Ukraine groups. However, YouTube continued to be accessible in Russia after other Western social media platforms were blocked following the invasion of Ukraine. But in recent months, users say the platform has dramatically slowed and ceasing loading videos altogether, which experts told the Washington Post was probably linked to the state censorship through Russian-blamed Google, though Russia blamed Google for the problem. So, now that we read all that, right? Okay, so we're gonna leave the number for the end. We're gonna get back to 20 decillion. 20 decillion dollars. But like, okay. I'm not gonna get into the entire war. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert on anything. However, the media definitely has portrayed Russia in a negative way. Whether that is the truth, which partially it is, I don't think you can invade another country and not be innocent. But I mean, with this conflict, again, there's a lot to it. This has been a conflict around for years, even before Russia invaded Ukraine, and it has to do with NATO and all that stuff. But again, I'm not sure what I'm allowed to share here or not. But with Google and social media and all these American platforms being not only used daily for personal leisure, like the internet now is basically like a living necessity. You know, you need it to basically do anything. Like most banking, most social media, obviously, any kind of health related medical appointment, you're probably looking at through your phone. Like, you know, it's tough for me because you really don't know what is true and what is not anymore, especially when it comes to the the Russia Ukraine thing, because you hear conflicting um, points of, oh, Russia's, you know, Russia's the one winning the war basically, and then Ukraine is taking out a bunch of Russians. You really don't know um, what to believe at that point. But I mean, then again, that's basically any war that NATO touches at this point. You can go into the whole history of it and that. But now let's get back to 20 decillion. 20, like, uh, the way I found this was I watched Charlie, Moist Critical's video on it, and, like, he said, like, that is a Doctor Evil kind number. It really is. Like, 20 decillion. And, like, what's for shits and giggles? Say that they somehow win this lawsuit? How the fuck like, is America gonna have to print 20 decillion dollars and send it over to Russia? I doubt they would do that. I mean, one, it's America. They already break the rules. I don't think they'd have an issue not complying with a court order. But like, I don't know, man. Obviously, this is an issue that has been ongoing for years now. It's a very sensitive topic as it deals with people's lives and that. But 20 decillion, 20 decillion, like, I don't know if you guys ever play like some kind of like adventure capitalist or like cookie clicker. Shout out if you know what cookie clicker is. Like, there's a number you get on those games when you're hacking, or like if you play the game non-stop for like months. But like, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, because of the fact that Google obviously is an American founded company, I'm pretty sure, and they mainly are operating in America, in Silicon Valley. I wonder if Russia would be able to like make their own internet browser. I mean, obviously they can, but I mean to compete with Google, and you're not gonna do that. But this is just a little story that I wanted to comment on. Um, I probably should have kept this for tomorrow, but like I really thought this article and this story was absolutely fucking ridiculous. I just wanted to share my opinion right now. So best of luck to Google. Um, I don't, okay. If it was like billions or maybe even a few trillion, I can understand that. But they went to decillion. 30 zeros. 30 zeros. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what did you think about this story? Like I said, do you think that Google will have to pay this way? 20 decillion. 20 decillion. That's all I can say.